Hello and welcome to today's almost daily devotion. We're in Psalm 37. We're going to start with the first verse, and it goes like this. Don't get upset over evildoers. Don't be jealous of those who do wrong, because they will fade fast like grass. They will wither like green vegetables. Trust the Lord and do good. Live in the land and farm faithfulness. Enjoy the Lord, and he will give what your heart asks. Commit your way to the Lord and trust him. He will act and will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, your justice like high noon. Be still before the Lord and wait for him. Don't get upset when someone gets ahead, someone who invents evil schemes. Let go of anger and leave rage behind. Don't get upset, it will only lead to evil. Because evildoers will be eliminated, but those who hope in the Lord, they will possess the land. In just a little while, the wicked won't exist. If you go looking around their place, they won't be there. But the weak will inherit the land. They will enjoy a surplus of peace. The salvation of the righteousness comes from the Lord. He is their refuge in times of trouble. The Lord will help them and rescue them from the wicked, and he will save them because they have taken refuge in him. It's a complicated passage. So this is how this normally goes. This passage is preached and you're told to trust in the Lord, and be patient, because whatever you're going through in time, God will redeem that and will bring you righteousness. And so you should be patient and quiet and timid and wait for the Lord. And I am here to tell you that trusting God is not a silent activity. It is almost impossible to trust something if you don't speak. It is. God is big enough to hear what our concerns are. Trust is not established in a one-sided relationship. Trust is not something that we can build up if the relationship is one-sided. I don't trust somebody who just tells me what to do all the time. I don't trust things that I can't question, that I can't talk about, that I can't process in my mind. It takes time, it takes exposure, it takes effort to build trust. And so trust is not something you're going to develop. Trusting God is not something you're going to have if you just sit quietly and wait. You won't. Instead, God asks us to be active participants. Trust the Lord your God and do righteousness. Trust and do. Two-part sequence. Trust in the Lord and do righteousness. Trust in the Lord and farm righteousness. Trust in the Lord and make the future, right? And so it's not this passive thing where we sit idly by and knit. No, knitting is fun. And it's not some sort of passive thing where we just sit and we wait for God to rescue us, to save us, to redeem us, to do whatever it is that's about to happen. That's not how God works. No, God has the power to work that way. God absolutely can just go, bam, here we go, miracle done. But that's almost never how God acts. Whenever we see things in the Bible that require trust on the behalf of the human participant, there's always an action involved. There's always something that the person has to do. So when God sends Elijah out into the desert, saying, trust me, I'm going to take care of you, it's going to be okay, Elijah had to go, had to make the decision to walk. When God told Abraham to leave his home and everything he knew and said, trust me, it's going to be okay, Abraham had to trust by doing, by putting one foot in front of the other, by seeing God act out the promise, by seeing God live up to God's end of that bargain every single time Abraham needed him. And so I'm here to tell you that trust is an active practice. It's a practice. It's something you have to build. It's something you have to create. It's something you have to nurture. Not just something that appears. And so I invite you to renew your trust every day, to make a decision every day to trust God in an active way. to trust God in a way that requires you to do something. It's so much harder than waiting. It's so much easier just to wait. But God doesn't want you to wait. God asks you to act, to trust, and to do. God bless.